Brawlers, baby.
Right here. All right, boxing fans, this is your boy Rick Muhammad, Brawler Sports Media in the building, and my associates, 3kingsboxing.com, Studio 9. My special guest today, no introduction is really needed. This is the former light heavyweight champ of the world, the one that everybody loved, the vicious knockout that he did on Roy Jones Jr. that just catapulted his career after that. And man, we just loved the road warrior, my man Glen. The Road Warrior Johnson is in the building, and we're here to talk about life after boxing for him and what he's doing with his new promotional company, Road Warriors Promotion. How you doing, champ?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate that. How is it with you?
Thanks for your time, and we appreciate you. I know you're busy, and congratulations to your new endeavors and your new venture with your company, Road Warriors Promotion, which just came off of its first successful show this past Saturday night on the 23rd of January in Miramar, Florida, at the amphitheater, at the Miramar Amphitheater. Tell the fans a little bit about how you came about getting into the promotion business from trainer, boxer, trainer. Now you put on another hat as a promoter, and where do you plan on taking this company, champ?
Well, you know, I start to train fighters, and as I trained fighters and got them prepared and ready, I started reaching out to local promoters around here in the Miami area and even in some other areas as well. And it coming like hitting my head on a brick wall. I mean, you know, I thought, you know, with all of the reputation that I built up, it would be somebody who's willing to give my guys some break and not running them through the hoops and stuff. But no, it was just the same old thing with the promoters in boxing. So I decided that if that's the way it's going to go, I'm going to start to do some promotion. So I was in discussion with somebody, and he said, listen, if we get behind you with this promotion company, let's get it going and see where we can take it. So my idea with this promotion company that we are doing is basically just to move my fighters and any other local fighters that's around here that might not be getting the breaks and want an opportunity. And because I know what it's like coming from the grassroots, I know what it's like coming from the floor up.
Absolutely.
So it's tough. A lot of people want to be a part of your career when you become a star, but none of them want to be in the building of that stardom. So
right,
all of that, I understand all of that. So I want to give guys an opportunity, let them work themselves into what they want to become.
And that's brilliant. And just like Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy, Roy Jones Jr., they've done the same thing. The beautiful thing about you guys is you understand the business because you was on the fighter side. You understand, like you said, nobody's around you when you're at ground zero. Let's wait till he gets built up and he's ready to go. We don't want to be bothered with him right now. We don't want to take that journey per se with him right now.
Right.
With you going through those same trials and tribulations in the sport of boxing and all the disappointments that come with, you understand that and say, hey, I was a fighter. I train fighters now, and I'm in a position to be a promoter now. And with that position as a promoter, I'm going to take care of you guys. I'll make sure you don't get the runaround, screwed over, stabbed in the back, all of these different things. So it's a beautiful situation for your fighters to be under your tutelage, if you will, to come up in the ranks now on the Road Warrior Promotions, because they know your best interest is with them.
Yeah, well, definitely. I mean, their interest is my interest, obviously. Their success is my success. A lot of these major trainers and promoters, they get fighters that's already built. I mean, you know, they get a fighter from the Olympics. I mean, if a fighter gone to the Olympics, that's somebody who already know how to fight. That's not somebody you're training and teaching from the grassroots and teaching them everything they know. Is not
Exactly.
so, they're getting a star already made, and then they're promoting and training that star that's already made. But, with my guys that I'm training, I'm the first guy to show them how to throw a punch. I teach them everything they know. So for me,
Right.
it's a lot more fulfilling knowing that I start a guy from not knowing nothing at all to all that they know right now. And I know those guys, they don't get much breaks because most of the managers and the promoters and all of these people, they're looking for somebody who's already a made star coming from the Olympics or going to the Olympics or make it to at least the Olympic trials or something like that with a big amateur background,
Right.
some stardom written all over them. And that's the only way they can judge a fighter. They don't know any other way to judge a fighter. They don't know what they're looking at fundamentally or anything else.
Right. They can't take a fighter that's totally green and turn him and build him into a champion.
Right.
They want a fighter that's already at that level where they can cash out and get the quick microwave money.
Exactly.
That's true.
The truth of the matter. I mean, a lot of people don't really know all the stuff that it takes to build a champion. They just see the finished product, and once they see the finished product, they believe that everything is cook and curry. But at the end of the day, man, there's a lot of work that goes in behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know nothing about.
Absolutely. Now, the promotion company was supposed to eventually, I believe it was supposed to launch in October. Was that the real deal? But the pandemic slowed everything down. And last weekend was the very first show to launch Road Warriors Promotions.
Yeah, we have 3 dates that passed by us that we couldn't get going because Corona situation. So
yeah, man.
January 23rd was the first available date that we got that we was able to follow through. And we're looking forward to go on March 6th, and then our second show that might get moved back a little bit, maybe
middle of March, something like that, maybe.
So we'll see how that go. But March 6th is the date that we have previously scheduled.
Now, how would you say your first show did take off on the 23rd of January? Tell the fans a little bit about how that went, even though we're still in those COVID stages, pandemic stages. But this to be your very first show on the outside looking in as a promoter, what did you see?
This was a beautiful event. I mean, I really saw a nice audience. We didn't have a sold out arena.
Okay.
We didn't allow a sold out arena anyway, but
right.
Because of the COVID. But I had a nice crowd.
Okay.
But I mean, I promoted the show very well to the people, have them know, have them aware of what was about to happen that night. But the part of the show that I'm proud of is the part that I have more control over: the production, the lights, the way how it was put together,
presentation,
the presentation of the show. I felt did an awesome job in that arena, and people who came out, they was very, very pleased. They were very supportive, and everybody had nice things to say and looking forward to come to our next show because they believe in what we did.
Awesome. I wanted to take a piece out of on your website under your mission statement, and this is what it reads for all the fans can be aware of why your heart is close to this and your fighters and making sure they get a fair shake in the sport of boxing. This is what you say: we are a sports and entertainment company established in 2019 with the mission of providing a platform for young and talented athletes to showcase their abilities, provide a communal civic pride, and improve the quality of life through cultural enrichment, social and financial well-being of our diverse community of South Florida. Well said, champ. And that seems like, I know that you mean every word in that mission statement coming from a fighter aspect of it now.
Right. Thank you. No, I mean, like I've said in the beginning, it's just difficult a lot of times to get guys in the grassroots areas to get a break. You know what I
Right.
mean? The part of it that's frustrating, and that's the part of it that break a lot of young men's heart, knowing that they put so much work in, but because they don't have a cliche that's coming along with, like some other guys have, they might found boxing late, like I did, or something might happen to in their life, and they coming back now trying to make a positive move, but then you have people stepping on their throat in the meantime and trying to rip them off, or trying to throw them to the wolves right away, just because they don't believe in this person's dream. I believe every human being is a human being and should be treated as such. Don't, not because it's not your life doesn't mean you shouldn't put value on that person's life. That's just me. I want to give every person that I am dealing with a fair shake and allow them to either build or fail on their own merit. You know what I mean? Not throw them over them head right away, when
Yeah.
that's not the way to build anybody. That's not the way I was built. So I wasn't get thrown to the wolves right away. I've gotten thrown to the wolves, but I got thrown to the wolves when I can deal with the wolves.
Right.
You know,
Your skill set was already there to be
exactly.
able to
So
get back and fight off those wolves.
right. So that's the same kind of platform that I'm trying to build. A same kind of promotional company I'm trying to build. Is a grassroots promotion. We're trying to create a platform for grassroots people, and you know, we, if and when we get a superstar, we want to treat that superstar like the superstar he is, but we never want to forget about our grassroots people, because that's our foundation.
Well said, champ. Name a few of your fighters in your stable that you're showcasing on the Road Warriors promotion, if you will. Some of them that may have fought in this past weekend.
Well, only two of my fighters fought this weekend. That was Malik Lewis and Rafael Akajori. Um,
Okay.
Malik is 130 pounds, um, lightweight. I think that weight class is lightweight.
Yeah.
130 pounds, and then my heavyweight, 100.
Heavyweight Raphael.
Rafael Akajori, he's 260 pounds,
Yeah.
8 Nigerian. You have 9 wins with 9 knockout. Um, he have a bright future. He's learning. We spend a lot of hours in the gym just working on things, trying to work on his fundamentals and
Basic fundamentals. Yeah.
get him right, because he's coming from a basketball and a football background.
Yeah.
So he found boxing extremely late.
Yeah.
Like, I think he was like 24 or something when he started. I started boxing when I was 20 years old, and
Yeah.
he's even worse than I am, because he's got poor. uh, so yeah, so we had a lot of work to do, but we're getting it done. I'm not going to say it's done, but we're getting it done.
Yeah.
On our way. So I mean, and I'm trying to bring him in the right way. I'm not throwing him to the wolves, but I'm bringing him up gradually, and then at some point he going to have to get thrown in the wilderness and just deal with what's there. Deal with wolves,
Right.
lions, tiger, alligators, whatever, whatever come his way.
all of the wild.
Just got to deal with everything that come that way. So
Yeah. He
but,
athletically though he's fit for it. I know because
but in the meantime, there's a preparation that need to happen. So we're in that preparation stage right now.
now Road Warriors promotions. So far, we're about to hit your second show. How many shows exactly are you guys? What's your model? What are you trying to do per year in regards to total number of shows?
Well, I think we have six. We have 6 dates scheduled this year.
Okay.
So I'm hoping we could get all 6 of them in. I'm not sure we will, because of COVID and stuff, and it all depends on the audience. I
Yeah.
mean, drop off on the audience, we probably feel like, okay, maybe we need to take a step back, because we're bringing shows more than the people want it, or require it. So we just got to get a feel for the audience. But we have 6 scheduled for the year, and we have an intention of getting those done and pull back if we feel like we need to.
That's awesome, champ. Man, I'm proud and excited to see where Road Warrior Promotions go, what level you actually get your fighters to. And this is big. This is good. This is good for boxing. This is what fighters need, to not just be signed to a promotion company and fall under a banner, as you said earlier, like we was talking about, and just gonna sign up and I'm gonna just throw you to the wolves, even ready or not. Here I come. I don't care. Hey, get in the ring with this wolf, and that's it. But this is really heartfelt for you to be able to focus enough on those young guys out there in your market and say, hey, enough is enough. I'm going to protect you guys. Let me just go ahead and submit my promoter's license and put this on.
Well, for me, I don't have any fighter sign. I don't sign any fighters. I set a table and I welcome anyone to come along. There's a certain criteria that's required. Once you match those criteria, we put you on the show. I'm the only people that I have
Raphael.
Of loyalty are the people who I train. What I mean? Outside of the people I train, I have the platform there. If you do what you're supposed to do, you're welcome to get on the show.
Okay.
And we're not really signing any fight. I thought about signing a couple of fighters that wanted me to sign them, but I'm still thinking about all that. I don't know if that's something that I want to get into.
Right.
Signing fighters and all of that stuff.
You just prefer to be a promoter and use that promotional platform to showcase these guys.
Right.
You're training, you got a trainer, you're in shape, you want to fight on my show, send me your information. Let's do some matchmaking. Let's see how you fare.
Right. And then so that's part of the discussion that we're gonna have next week when we sit down. We have an in-house meeting next week where we have to sit down and talk about some things, some streaming ideas that came up. We have to talk about those things as well. The opportunity that's on the table, we have to talk about that. There is fighters that want to be signed situation. We have to talk about that. So we have some in-house things that we got to discuss. And once we discuss all of those things, and between me and my group, then we can make a decision on what direction we're going in and
move forward.
And we can move forward if we're going to sign people or not. But at this moment, we have no one signed.
Okay. Now, before I let you go, champ, I know I told you about 10 minutes. We done went 17 minutes, but that's just how it is. Once you relax and get to talking, hey, you chilling. Tell the fans real quick what your social media platforms are, how they can follow you, Road Warrior Promotions. How can they get in touch with you if there's fighters that's interested in fighting on Road Warrior Promotion shows in the future? How do they get a hold of you to do all of that?
Well, you have a Road Warrior Promotion Facebook. We have Road Warrior Promotion Instagram. You can also come to my Instagram, which is Glen Johnson Boxer. That's the Instagram page, and you can also go to my email, which is glenjohnsontrainer@gmail.com. That's a couple of the platform that you can hit me up on, and we get in touch and stuff. I know we're going to set up some other platforms as well. That's also another discussion that we're going to have coming up next week. But right now, I know of those things that's available.
All right. Also, you folks, you can check out Road Warriors at www.roadwarriorspromotions.com and go to their website. It's all laid out for you there, exactly who they are, what it is they do, what their intent is to do, and where they plan on taking boxing to the next level out there in South Florida. Hey, champ, I want to thank you once again, man, for your time. I appreciate you. We love everything you've done for the sport of boxing. It's been a joy watching you as a fighter. I've been to your gym and watched you train. Now I get to sit back and enjoy you as a promoter as well. So I want to thank you, man, for having me and putting a little time aside for us here at Brawler Sports Media.
All right, man. Appreciate you. I thank you so much. And appreciate the things you do as well for the boxing community, and keep on putting out these stories and let people know what's happening in boxing.
Absolutely. Hey, it's your boy Rick Muhammad, Brawler Sports Media in the building. My associates at 3kingsboxing.com, Studio 9. My man, Road Warrior Glen Johnson was in the building. Until next time, let's go, champs.
Brawlers, baby.